Go Cam. So if you watched my previous video about completing degrees while I was in the military, then you'll know that I'll be talking about in this video medically retiring from the military after 5 years. So let's get into it. I have a feeling that I have done a video about this, but I feel like I need to give a update on how it started and where I'm at right now. Okay, so I think it was in the year 2020. I think it's a little bit, yeah, because I had my son in 2019, and I think it was in like the end of 2019 or so when I was told that I was going to be medically retired from the military. Trust and believe, during that time, I bawled. I cried because my plan was to do 20 years in the military. My ultimate goal was to do 20 years. So I was a E5. So the next step was for me to become a E6 and start training towards becoming a chief. That was my goal. However, due to circumstances that I didn't have planned for myself, I was medically retired. So I had quite a few challenges with my pregnancy. I had challenges after jumping. There's quite a few things. And I was medically retired. Okay. So let's talk about the process after being medically retired. After they called me and they told me, and I bawled, and I didn't understand anything about being medically retired because I wasn't looking into that direction. So I had to start asking. Well, first, my doctor at the time, she explained to me what it meant and what's gonna happen and all that good stuff. So what I did was I started doing some research on my own to understand the process. Then I got another phone call from a Pueblo. I do not know if there's a acronym for for Pueblo. I'm pretty sure it is. But a Pueblo is someone that's assigned to you when you're getting medically retired from the military. So this person, what he did, he called me and he explained to me what is going to happen and his purpose and what he will be doing. So what he did was we scheduled an appointment for him to meet me, and he asked me a couple of questions. First and foremost, I did not know that, like, I was pretty naive as to what all this was. So he told me to get all my medical records, everything from the first time I joined all the way up. So all those times when I was in basic training and I had to go to sick call, or when when I was in AIT and I had to go to the sick call or whatever the case is, all of those he told me to get. And then I was directed to the medical record center in Fort Bragg because that's where I was. And when I went there, they had everything. I was like, okay, I see what's happening now. I see what's happening because I didn't know that, because my mission wasn't here. So now I'm starting to understand the process more. So I went and I got my records. You went over the records. I got my records. I don't know if he had anything to really do with the records, but I know he asked me a couple questions and then he sent me to someone else that wrote down every single thing. from my medical records and everything that I had bothering me and stuff like that. So they wrote every single thing down, and the funny part about it, all of these things that they wrote down were in my medical record for things that I've gone to the doctor for back then while I was pregnant. Everything was there. So I'm like, damn, the military is doing its thing. So I was happy about that. Then after all of that, I was scheduled for different appointments. So they'll send me to an eye doctor because I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, and they told me that from I was in the military. They gave me glasses, but I've never worn them. Well, I have worn them, but not consistently. They sent me to the ear doctor, to the back doctor because I have a lot of problems with my back, and I've done some minor surgeries on my back, pelvic floor, because I had problems, complications when I was giving birth to my first child. It got caught in my pelvis and they had to give me emergency C-section. So there was quite a few things. So I was scheduled for several appointments. So I had to complete those appointments. I completed those appointments. After I complete those appointments, then the Pueblo told me that my packet is being sent for review, and I had to wait on the board to see what percentage I'll be getting. I still, like, that point, I'm like, I know all of this is being done for a reason, but I didn't 100% no. So he told me if you can get a certain percent from the military, and you can get a certain percent from the VA. All depends on what the medical board determined that would be fit for me. So my packet went to the medical board. It didn't take very long. And keep in mind, all of this is being done during the time that COVID was coming on. So a lot of things that changed up and stuff. Things started moving a little bit more slow. But the process for me to get my my ratings back, it didn't take very long. And I think I got my ratings before I got out of the military. And yeah, I got my ratings before I got out of the military. I got a message from the Pueblo letting me know that my ratings was in. Then it told me what I got from my ratings from the VA and from the military side, and I was a-okay with what I got. And that's basically what happened. I got my ratings, I got out. The VA started taking care of most of everything for me as it relates to medical stuff. I've gone to the chiropractor, I've just mostly things for my back and migraines and stuff like that still bothers me today. I'll go to the VA, they'll let me know when I have a checkup. The VA is very good for me. I don't have a problem with the VA, especially the one that I go to. They've been very good. So I don't have a problem with the VA. I know I've heard a lot of people have complained about the VA that they've been going to, and that the VA don't help very much. And I hope that it will work out for you guys. For me, I can't complain. It has been good for me so far, so good. But that's how I learned that I was going to be medically retired from the military. That's how I went through the process of getting my ratings, and now I am 100% a total and permanent disabled vet. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me down below. Go ahead and like my video. Go ahead and subscribe to my video. I have a lot more things I want to talk to you about. Now, I'm going to talk to you about being a contractor. Because now, I am a contractor in Germany. So, go ahead, like and subscribe to this video, and meet me over the other side for the other content. Catch you later.
Okay.